fight's got a ticket and stamp to the Hall of Fame. It's supremacy at 175 pounds. The universally recognized light heavyweight champion Sergey Kovalev versus former super middleweight king Andre Ward. Very seldom in the sport of boxing do you get two pound-for-pound fighters facing each other, let alone two top 5 pound-for-pound fighters facing each other. In fact, I think it's only the third time since we've been talking about pound-for-pound fighters that two guys this close have met, both in the prime of their careers, both unbeaten. Sergey Kovalev has been one of the most dominant champions in all of boxing. He has that mystique going for him, the ability to knock you out with either hand. Kovalev is actually a good boxer too, but he is a puncher boxer, not a boxer puncher, because it all starts with him and usually ends with the power. Andre Ward is about as versatile as it gets. He doesn't do any one thing great, but he does every damn thing very good. We talk about Floyd hypnotizing opponents. Well, Andre hypnotizes you. And he has this ability to hit you, and then at the same time, he's making a move to take away your stuff. I think that with Kovalev, something that could be underappreciated is the way he sets up, his power punches, especially that right hand. He will go to the body with it, and that sets up the head shots, but also those body shots when he hits you with it, even his jab hurts you. Andre Ward's not a power puncher. What he does is he's a sharp puncher, he's an accurate puncher, but he doesn't lose many rounds. To Andre, the whole body, what's legal, is his target. He tries to hit anything that's available, and sometimes he's hitting something with the idea on setting something else up, or hitting a guy, in the elbow over 3 or 4 rounds so that arm will come down and then bring over perhaps a shot over the top. Everything is with a purpose. So Sergey Kovalev, I'm asked about his defense. Is it improving? He's a better fighter, but you know what his defense is? His offense. When a guy fights a guy like Kovalev, they're instinctively doing what? They're going backwards. They're not coming forward against him. His whole thing is that power puts a guy on the defense, which ends up becoming his best defense. Andre Ward's a terrific defensive fighter. First off, it's about the DLT, distance, leverage, and timing. His feet are so important to his game. He thinks, and he told me this when we did the in-ring, he thinks with his feet first. Most fighters are thinking, hands and arms first. He's thinking feet first. Get my feet in position to be able to properly throw the punch, to not be off balance, to be stabilized for not only when I hit, but for whatever is going to come back to me. If there's a glaring weakness for Andre Ward, I haven't seen it, but perhaps that's it. We haven't seen much of him. He hasn't been fighting 4 times in 3 years. When you talk about a weakness with a fighter like Kovalev, we don't know if he has one. What we will find out on the 19th about Kovalev is, I think, his heart, fighting on the biggest stage against his best opponent. What Kovalev needs to do to win this fight Saturday night is early and often make Andre feel the power. To fight a lot like he did against the great Bernard Hopkins, to keep Andre on the outside with the left and turn that right hand over to the body and obviously to the head, to make him feel something like, wow, nobody's ever hit me like this. What Andre Ward needs to do is immediately cut the distance. I call it to skillfully bum rush the puncher. And what I mean by that is when Kovalev's on the outside, either before he throws the left or after he throws the left, and before he can time the right, you got to get in position and get in on him and take away, to gum up, to nullify, to thwart that tremendous power. When you get inside, you got to stay inside until the referee comes and breaks you. Andre Ward is one of the best fighters in the world with one free arm. By the way, it may not be, and probably won't be, fireworks. If it is fireworks, we can figure out which guy wants it to be like that. It's Kovalev. If it's, a strategic chess match, that's the kind of fight Andre Ward wants it to be. All the intangibles, everything, activity, the game-changing power, more natural, light heavyweight, everything tells you Kovalev. So I'm picking Andre Ward to win the fight. And the reason so is I'm picking simply the guy that I think is the better fighter. He's a better fighter. The bottom line, if Andre Ward stays upright, he wins the fight. So it's Kovalev Ward, Saturday night from the T-Moble Arena here in Las Vegas and on HBO pay-per-view. 50-50, about as good as it gets in boxing. Enjoy the fights, everybody.